Family, they just up and left me and went up to the Parkway for the weekend.
It sounds like a perfect place to be right now, I gotta say, because guess what? You're going to be in the rainy zone probably sooner rather than later, and they may stay dry. We are talking about that coastal low that's kind of going to wrap inland, and we have beautiful fall color happening in the mountains. We have some gusty winds there, but I think the trees mostly will be safe from the winds that we're going to be seeing move in along with the shower chances. This is very light rainfall that hasn't all the way made it to the ground in most spots. Here at 64 in Troy, low 60s across the Triad. And notice what's happening as we look at the wind speeds too, more of an east northeasterly flow. And the trouble with some of these coastal lows is that we may not get all of that moisture pushing just to the west as quickly as we would like. And so we might miss out on some of that in the foothills and certainly the mountains. Now we're watching this very carefully. We've got that low down to the south and that front, but some of this is going to wrap in and then that low is going to pull away to the east and northeast, and that may limit your rain chances for folks in the mountains and foothills especially. We're noticing too, we have a little bit of upper level help as we go into the next 24 hours. That's going to help to scoot some of that low's energy at the surface off to the north and east. And so really not typically a true northeaster. I know a lot of folks have talked about this as a nor'easter, but it looks like a couple of lows influencing each other and then that upper level pattern helping to sweep it away from the coastline rather than taking it up into the New England area. We've got 64 degrees for highs today. It was pretty cool out there, right? With all the clouds in place, typically 73. So just about 10 degrees cooler than where we normally would be. Highs today at 64 and average is 73 degrees, 90 back in 1919. So no major extremes. We do have to look at the winds though starting to come up. Gusts out there could be pretty intense as we go through your Saturday evening and into your Sunday. So we'll be watching for some 30 to 40 mile-an-hour winds along the coast, noticing the Piedmont Triad in the mid to upper 20s and near 30 at times. So it does look like we could get some decent gusts even if we don't see the rain. So we're expecting it to still be breezy for you as we look ahead. We'll talk about those shower chances too. Here's your hour by hour forecast. We look at the scattered showers developing overnight. Some of this is going to be very light, maybe a little patchy action, enough to notice on the windshield. And then through early tomorrow morning, a couple of rounds of showers before we quickly dry out. So that's what it's looking like right now inland. And it all depends on the position of that low. 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for folks around Winston-Salem and Greensboro. Eastern zones like Burlington, Asheboro, maybe you get up to a 1/2 inch if you're lucky, but most of this is going to fall and really move very slowly and in a scattered way inland. You see what's happening with that low. It's kind of moving south and east in this position and wrapping out to sea rather than bringing us more rain. So that's what we believe right now. It's still going to be rather scattered in nature tomorrow. You still want to bring your rain ponchos and an umbrella with you if you have to be out and about, but scattered rain and gusts you've got that mainly along the coast still even through mid-morning tomorrow. 3 to 6 inch rainfall totals not out of the question. We're just getting going right now at the beaches, and so that's where we could see some coastal flooding, some inundation, and the gusts anywhere from 40 even 50 miles an hour. Rainfall totals here could be higher on top of what we've already seen. Some 1 inch totals. We could get another 2 to 3 along the coast, and inland about 2/10 of an inch, maybe a 1/10 of an inch if we're lucky up in the high country. And by then we have just a rain chance of about 30%. You notice your rain chances are much lower. You might even have some sunshine peeking through early morning, and those winds could become stiff at times, 10 to 20, but certainly not as breezy as it will be a little farther east. 56 in the foothills, highs in the upper 60s, and rain chances there at 40%. A much better chance to see scattered showers rain for folks in the eastern Triad. From 59, we'll warm up to about 65 in that north-northeasterly flow, bringing you gusts up to 25, even 30 miles an hour throughout the day. So I think you're going to notice the wind, regardless, as we mentioned, of how much rain you get. And we're also tracking another system right behind the remnants of Jerry. Jerry no longer really spinning out toward Bermuda. It looks like we've lost that system, but could see another system here form within the next several days. So remnants of Jerry right now kind of traveling north into the Atlantic. Last update bringing the system to the north at 16 miles an hour with sustained winds at 45 miles an hour. So good riddance to Jerry and possibly one more system right behind it. Here's a 7-day forecast, 65 on your Sunday. Look at this amazing stretch of weather. Low to mid 70s, a little bit warmer than average as we get you into next Saturday. Beautiful, dry, and lovely October weather.